It is the post-game video. We're going to talk about the good, and the good here. The Detroit Lions win a total of score of 52-14 in a destruction of a game. Lions dominate. There was a little bit of worrisome in the beginning of the game because it was score, 14-14, and then the Jets were let loose by everybody and Kalif Raymond. My goodness, Kalif Raymond was on fire today with his amazing punt returns and kick returns. He's given the Lions offense great field position. He nearly took 2 to the house, took 1 to the house. Man, he nearly took 3 to the house. Kalif Raymond is the MVP of this game. And generally speaking, when it comes to special teams, you never have an MVP of a game being special teams. But I am giving it to Kalif Raymond. This was the Raymond breakout game. Now, he did get injured in the game. I don't think it was serious at all. I think he'll be good for next week, no doubt. But Kalif Raymond did an amazing job, and he was a big part of this offense today, right? What do we say? Jameson Williams goes down. Who is going to come up is Kalif Raymond. I thought Sam Laporta, and they both did. Sam Laporta had 6 receptions, 48 yards. Kalif had 2 for 14. But you say, Mike, that's not much at all. Yeah, Brock Wright 1 for 8. St. Brown 2 for 7. We barely passed in this game. Barely. Jared Goff was 12 for 15 for 85 yards passing. We barely used any offense in this game, and we scored 52 points. Why is that? Because Jack the Goat Fox would punt him back, and we had Kalif Raymond. And oh, by the way, what the defense did was amazing. 4 turnovers in this game. 4 turnovers in this game. Unbelievable. 2 interceptions by there. Or sorry, 3 fumbles, 5 turnovers. So we had 2 interceptions, 3 fumble recoveries in this game. They're punching it out. They're doing everything right. That's what it's all about. The Lions did their job there. So I'm going to go with my man, Kalif Raymond is MVP. Let's go Jared Goff. Jared Goff, again, we just talked about this. He was 12 for 15, 85 yards. And a quarterback rate of 129. He had 3 incompletions. And when you look, he had the same amount of touchdowns as incompletions. 3 incompletions, 3 touchdowns. Jared Goff is on a heater, even though he only threw for 85 yards. This wasn't the biggest offense day. Why? Because we didn't need to. We really didn't need to. Hendon Hooker got some snaps in there at the backup position. Montgomery, Detroit passing. Jahmyr Gibbs passed for a touchdown. That was crazy. Or was it David Montgomery? Passing for a touchdown there. We played ridiculous in this game. It was a fun game to watch. There's no cardiac cath game. But there is a takeaway that's not good. And here's the takeaway. We need edge rush, and we need edge rush in a big way, folks. We need to get a player at the trade deadline. And to make you guys calm, I think in the next 48 hours, we're going to have a new edge. I think it's probably Zadarius Smith, something of that. We're going to get an edge. The Lions are 6-1, and we're going to play the Packers, who just lost Jordan Love, and Malik Willis is at quarterback. He had a groin injury from what I was hearing, and the Lions have a real opportunity to go to 7-1. They have a great opportunity here. Get that pass rush, be good to go. And while I'm recording this, looks like Jaguars is actually trying to tie the game up with 2 minutes left. It's 27-20, so I'm watching this while I'm talking. Defense with the turnovers did a freaking amazing job. But I got to get this. They didn't double up on Calvin Ridley in the beginning, and Calvin Ridley was 10 receptions, 143 yards. That is inexcusable for one receiver to get that many yards. We got to do better. I kept saying, at least double this guy, and then they changed it up after, I think it was, midway through the second quarter. They changed it up, and that's where the Lions defense completely strangled them. And of course, when you're scoring points at will, it forces the other team to pass a lot, and it makes it easier on the defense. So it was a snowball game for the Lions and Titans. The Titans made mistakes, kept turning the ball over. Lions capitalized with touchdowns and just outbeat them completely. They were the better team. I mean, we scored 52 points. Unbelievable. Barely with any offense. We rushed, though, a lot. Our rushing was amazing, man. 24 carries for 164 yards. The Lions were running all over, and they were considered this the best defense in the NFL. They're considered. But before you look at 52 and you say, oh, man, the Titans' defense is butt cheeks. Again, we had great special teams play. Great. So that does help for sure. For sure. But the Lions did a phenomenal job. Defensively, we did have Malcolm Rodriguez injury. Now, he didn't return to the game. It didn't look serious. It was an ankle. I think he'll be good to go probably for next week. It didn't look serious. Kalif Raymond, too, he went out of the game. He was walking around. I don't think it's serious. Jared Goff got dinged up, and he had his ankle wrapped. He was fine. So there's a little bit dings there. Nothing serious. I think they'll all be good to go for next week's game. And you say, why is it a big deal? Well, we don't have Jamison Williams, so we're going to need Kalif next week. Kalif is going to take that over and get it done. I know a lot of people want to see more of Sam Laporta. Sam Laporta, he was the most receptions in the whole game. He had 6 receptions, 48 yards. He was the most. He was the number one guy. Well, I've been telling you this, that the Lions have so many weapons on offense, it's hard to get everybody the ball. Everyone's asking me, why is Laporta's numbers down? It's not because he's not playing well. He is coming off a hamstring, but it's because the Lions also got 5 million weapons, and we run the ball half the time. So when you do that, you're going to have less receptions to other players, like a Sam Laporta. But in the end of the day, who cares? I care about wins. I don't care about stats. I mean, we just won 52-14, and we had less than 100 yards passing. I don't care. We won the game and dominated. That's the only thing that matters to me. But Sam Laporta is still good, folks. He's fine. He's fine. It's got a ton of weapons. So Lions are great. 6-1. We have the opportunity to go to 7-2. Big time opportunity to do that here, and that is so important to see what the Lions are going to get done. Mason Rudolph was 22 for 38, 266 yards passing, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions, a quarterback rating of 66.3. He was on fire in the beginning, and then it ended. He was on fire, and then it ended. Tony Pollard, I got to say, 20 carries for 95 yards. They rushed 32 times for 159 yards. They definitely ran on us, but at the same time as at the end of the game when they're just killing the clock. But Tony Pollard was a beast. He is a brawler. He was breaking tackles left and right. The Lions did okay stopping the run. Sometimes you're just going to get beat. And that's just the way it is on this one. So I thought they did fine there. Again, Calvin Ridley, he killed the Lions secondary, 10 for 143. They settled down around the second quarter, maybe the end of the second quarter. I got to say, they had one player over there that was absolutely killing it, and that is Arden Key. My God, he had 2 sacks in the game, a total of 6 tackles. Arden Key could be an individual the Lions look to acquire. It absolutely could be an individual the Lions look to acquire here. He looked good. And if I'm the Lions, I'm definitely asking about Arden Key. He was fast off the line of scrimmage. He was quick. It looked nice. He was getting to Jared Goff. He beat Decker multiple times. He is quick off that line. Wow. So that could be another individual Lions look at. There's plenty, right? Zadarius Smith. We'll get into that. And that's why I'm not going to make this video too long, because I fully expect soon, rather than later, next 48 hours, Lions make a trade. So who is your MVP of this game? What is the good? Injuries are always the bad. That's it. But all the players played well. Taylor Decker I thought he had some bad games in this one, the last couple weeks. So we're going to go ahead and end this. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below.